Okay, congratulations to the final five. I'm sure you're all kind of curious where we're at in this point of the game. I am here to let you know that we have gathered you all here for another banishment. So we'll give you some time to discuss who you guys want that to be, and someone else will be leaving this game. You are on a mission to be faithfuls in the game. So let's see if we can make that happen and get another assassin out.
I think I'll start, if I could. I knew that I was going to have a target on my back when I brought your name up. I think the biggest mistake that I made thus far was getting Chris out. Not Chris, I'm sorry, Eric. Only because, like, I think now that I would have definitely had somebody on my side, 1000%. That wasn't Jalen and that wasn't Lance. I knew that you were going to vote for me. You have seen the way I have voted through this entire competition. There is no, I have told you, you know this. It's like, I cannot, like, you see what's happening, right?
Yeah, I do.
What's happening?
You asking me? The assassin was trying to strip it off of her.
Oh, okay. We could say that, but I will say in the beginning case of the game, when a lot of people thought Tess was an assassin, some of the people, when I would bring names up, that she would protect would be people that we have later found out to be assassins. Could have been coincidence, could have been just who she was working with. So that's a little bit of my case. My case also would be Petey. I really adore you, I really love you, but we really have been able to rekindle our relationship in this game, yes. But it still is a lot of question marks sometimes when I think of the game you played. I had so many times where I brought names, and because enough people agreed on it, you went along with it. I can't remember on my finger what names you brought to me. And that's hard in a game like this, where we're trying to decipher deception from reality. And that's my two arguments. I've been kind of someone who's been going based on the facts that's been brought in front of me or the inklings I've been brought. And my question marks definitely falls on Tess, and my question marks fall on you, P. Two people that I feel I've been actively working with in this game, so that's the thing. Also, I've been very vocal in moments and have survived so many votes. Tess have addressed that she has healed me in some scenarios. We'll figure out if that was the truth in the long run. But if that's not the case, it's somebody that is an assassin that's been looking out to make sure that I make it past some of those tough moments. And when my name possibly is brought up in that room, it's like, oh no, not Lance. And I think it could be you.
Okay. Put my name down.
I'm not necessarily saying that, but that's just the points that I have, and I would like everyone to speak on their points for who they think at this point it could be, because at this point after this we can't go into anything else with question marks.
I agree.
I'm happy to go next. So I feel 100% with these two. We have voted for every assassin together. I have talked to them virtually, multiple times around, and I don't see how, if you were an original assassin, you would vote every single other one out. I just don't see that. And we were always on the same page, and you were a hunter basically, right? Like you were very, in my opinion, you were very vocal. So I agree. Why did nobody ever come after you, right? Like, Tess, I've been back and forth with you so many times, and I just have a question because I asked you in the last management session, have you healed anybody? Who did you heal last? And you said a name, and that person wasn't aware that happened. And doesn't production tell that person when they're healed?
You're talking about Lance?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know that unless they are murdered, that's the only time that they get the note.
Yeah, and that's why I
They
spoke on
don't-
saying we'll know in the
Okay.
long run.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
you'll
Okay, so
know,
I didn't know
you'll
that.
know when
Okay.
you see it. You'll
Okay.
know when you see it.
That was
Like-
clarifying because I thought.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all good. Like at this point, I have literally, you all know, I have told the truth for the most part. I did lie to you when I told you that I wasn't the healer because at that point I was still scared.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, if you didn't already know for sure, I wasn't gonna out myself just in case, okay? So if it was out there and you knew about it, and I insinuated it many times, I never came out and said it until we came to this table, because I was afraid to do that up until that point.
Understand.
And we have not been close throughout this
Yeah.
game,
It's
so
just been the last.
it's
day or
just
so,
the
yeah.
last day or so, so
Out of 3.
I
agree.
for me, I've been working, I have had to put my blind faith into Lance and into Jalen. That is the bottom line. We've all known this, it's not a secret. I don't think that we are gonna go, if it comes down to me, Lance, and Jalen, that they're going to turn on each other. I know that I'm 1,000% the healer, right? So me, knowing who I am 1,000%, going into this with two people that love each other, that's been rocking with each other since the beginning of this game, I cannot see them turning on each other. Therefore, my only deduction right now is either you or Pete. I am leaning more towards Pete. Why? I called him out at the table. No one brought his name up ever one time in this game. Why? Because everyone loves him. I love you too. I love you too. But
Not really. Yeah, that was
okay,
rude,
no, I
Faye.
do. This is not about how I
This is
feel
not
about
about
you.
lying.
It's not about how I feel about you. It's not how I feel about you. It's not my feelings do not matter in this situation as far as my emotions go. I have to take myself out of the emotion and think logically. I know for sure that we have voted the same way every fucking time, and I cannot see them turning on each other.
I agree with you 100%. And
So-
I didn't say that I wasn't thinking about another Pete perhaps. I don't see these two there. And the only, I just wanted to clarify that because I guess I misunderstood the rules on how the healer works. But like for Pete, I think the story from day one, and since we now know it's an original, which is Amos would never, put me in that role. So I'm not saying I know exactly what I'm doing, but that does cause question because that was a running story throughout the whole thing that came up a lot.
What's the
And
running story?
that you would never be cast as the assassin
Right,
because
and
of you.
especially with Stephanie
Yeah.
and with Frank.
Yeah. So, but is that a convenient story? Or is that
It's
true?
a very convenient story. I mean, I
So-
see it.
Because Frank was shocked. Frank was shocked that you voted for him.
I didn't vote for him, sweetheart.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I mean, he was shocked that you brought his name up.
And I only
okay?
brought his name up because I tried to play honest game, and y'all asked me who I was considering or who I thought. I think the question was, who do you think might be the healers? And that's all I did was give those two names. That's what the question was.
Okay.
Hey, who do you think it might be? And that's what I did. So here's the difference in me and Ted. Vote me if you need to. But you go let the assassin stay in the game. My back, I don't consider it against the wall at all. She's panicking. She's throwing out everything in the world. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not the assassin. I would have loved to have been the assassin. They would have never put me as an assassin with the people that were the assassin. But if you think I am, and you want to go farther and let the assassin take it off, put my name down. I'm writing Des. I don't believe it's you, because I don't believe you can hide your emotions. I don't believe it's you two, because you've proved to me over and over in the game that it's not y'all. And I would love to be at the end with any of you all, but if you don't, this one's going to take it all the way to the end, and it's fun, it's a game. But my back's not against the wall. Y'all do what you got to do. I'm ready to vote.
All right, we will get to the vote. If everybody will vote to banish.
Y'all know who I'm voting for, so it doesn't make any
Oh, you want
difference.
to do
This is
Oh,
I'm saying I'll go with you. All right, I guess we'll start with Tess.
I mean, I just said it,
Yeah,
like,
Jalen.
there's no secret.
We're getting to the end of the game, and I feel like the people who have been working on the same page have worked way too hard to get to the end and knock out all the assassins just to miss one by maybe being a little confused. If there's a shadow of a doubt, it's too much right now, so I would have Tess.
Tess.
Okay.
For me, I personally had a hard time with both people that was on the docket. But for me, a lot of confusion have been had, and when certain things that Assassin has done, from gunning for someone, then switching it over to them being 100% scot-free, I can't go into the final portion of this game with question marks. So Tess, I'm so sorry, I love you so much, but for me to win this game, I have to vote you out.
And I also voted for you, Tess. It wasn't just, the lie, because I think we straightened that up, and I think we had a really great conversations last night, and since then, and I told several people that aren't in the game anymore, the first banishment, we were sitting upstairs, and talking about who would be the first banishment, and you said something like, so do we pick 3 people to murder? And I was like, why would we be talking about murder right now? And it's been in my head since, and I keep going back and forth with different information. Well, maybe that was just a game mistake. Maybe it's because she just found out that's in her head, she just learned the rules. So if it was just that, I might not, but there's been so many other inconsistencies and other people, and so I held off for a long time thinking I just was confused on a rule right now, right? Like, it's not as simple, some of the stuff isn't simple, but that, from the very beginning to now, and knowing it's an original and not a recruit, I feel like it has to be you.
All right, with that, Tess, you have been banished. If you will head to the Circle of Truth and review.
So, I might be an ass, right? But I'm definitely not an assassin. You made a big mistake, okay? Y'all get to the end, and one of you is going to turn on each other. I'm just letting you know. It's all good. I'm good, right?
You have to reveal.
you have to reveal your role.
Oh, I'm a healer. We all knew this. I said it. I was sure, 100% sure on you. Not 100% sure on you because I didn't hear your name come up once during this entire game. I had to blind faith. I had to put my blind faith in you because I literally had no other choice to save my own ass. Literally. I had to figure out if y'all were going to turn on each other because I know there's only one left in the game. If I'm working with you, one of you are going to turn on each other, and that's going to be really fucking shit if it's not him. That's it. You made y'all. It's terrible, terrible.
All right, you'll just head downstairs. All right, and if y'all will just hang out here for a second. Are we gonna go down there and film that real quick?
Yeah, if you guys could just stay here.
Well, Tess, you just got banished. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are fucking scrambled eggs right now. Like, I figured that Jalen and Lance could not go into the final 3 with me and turn on each other. And I had to, it was weighing on me, and I had already said earlier on in the afternoon that I felt like they were going to turn on me, and it's exactly what happened. So I mean, listen, now they have an assassin in their midst. Let them figure it out on their own. Let them turn on each other. I did my part. I said my piece. I said the truth. I was true to myself. I apparently very easily manipulated by people, but that's something that I'm going to have to deal with on my own. But Yeah, I knew going into deliberations that I was going to be going home, which is perfectly fine. I mean, I knew that I was at risk as soon as I brought up Pete's name, because of how loved he is, and I should have actually gone with my instincts earlier, because I was thinking about Eric. And if I had talked to Eric before he got banished, that I maybe would have been able to get him and Sherry on board, but I didn't do that, and I should have done that. But yeah, I'm kicking myself right now. I'm sure y'all are laughing at me, but I really don't. At this point, I don't. It is what it is.
And how was this experience for you? Because this is only your second game.
Yeah, this was an amazing experience. I am so grateful to have been able to play and to get as far as I did. Not because of me, honestly, because there was they were questioning. They couldn't, if they couldn't do it earlier because they knew that I was a solid vote for them. That's just my feeling on it. I wouldn't have traded anything. I wouldn't have traded this experience for anything. But it's hard,
That we started this game out with 20 people. Some people knew each other, some people didn't. You got 5th out of 20. So, how proud are you, and how proud do you think your family's going to be?
I'm really proud of myself that I made it this far. I'm not upset or mad that I'm finished. I'm mad that the people that I thought had my back did not have my back. And I should have known that. Well, I did know that. I doubted it. But I didn't have, they were the only ones at that point that were giving me any information, because obviously they all thought that I was an assassin, which is fucking ridiculous. I couldn't have kept that up. I couldn't have done what Sherry did. I couldn't have done what Frank did. I don't have it in me. So, I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I'm not a manipulative asshole. But yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Let you know.
So who do you think the assassin is?
So now, who I believe is Lance.
Is that your final guess?
Yeah.
It is not Lance. It is Jalen.
Wow.
And he was recruited.
And yeah.
He was recruited?
So in the beginning he was.
He was.
He was actually hunting assassins. Okay.
Alrighty, congratulations, Final Four, for making it this far in the game. And I just kind of want to say, I'm sure you're really wondering kind of what we're doing at this point in the game, if there's going to be another banishment or kind of what's going on. I'm here to say that the banishments are for information, but you are now in the end game, which is for instinct. You will now be voting whether to continue or end the game privately. And I just want to say there will be discussion, but from this point forward, rules will not be revealed.
What?
So if you guys are choosing to banish again, rules are not revealed. So you have to rely on your instincts 100% at this point when you are deciding whether to continue or end the game. The person will be eliminated, but they are not going to say
what they
are.
are.
Are there any questions? No? So right now we are going to have y'all just very quickly come in private and vote whether you want to continue or end the game.
Can I just say something real quick? Sorry. And we trust y'all, but I think the most important thing is say nothing to allude to even close to what your role was, because I've seen situations in games like this where people will not say it, but they'll say something indirectly. Just for the respect of the game, be very careful about that.
Okay. I'm gonna have you guys one more. You also don't have to get me in it if you have to.
Just tell me when.
Okay.
All right, you can go
So
have a
next
seat.
person.
Next. Next. Next.
Okay. We'll make that change. Thank you. All right, we are now going to reveal what you guys decided to do. When I hand you the envelope, please don't squeeze it because things will come out, but just hold it for now and try and just kind of hold it on the side. We're gonna go one by one, and just when we say, "Who did you do?" please just rip it.
And I would kind of hold it.
Hold it kind of away from yourselves.
Where do I like this up?
You're just gonna rip
Are we
it.
okay?
Oh, in half? Rip the whole thing in half?
We're
Oh,
gonna
okay.
rip the whole thing in half. All right.
Sherry's ready.
We can do. Sherry, go ahead and reveal your vote.
Just rip it.
Oh, did you tell her what color was what?
Oh, sorry.
Blue's for boy,
When you
pink's for
repeat, see, I did doubt people being over this. Whenever you reveal it, if you see the color green, you want to end the game. If you see the color orange, that means you voted to banish another player. Try ripping from
Out there.
that right there.
Oh, word.
Sherry has decided to banish again.
Jalen.
Jalen has also decided to banish again. Pete has decided to banish again. And Lance has decided to banish again. Do you guys care if do you guys want to sit inside for the vote, or do you guys just want to do it out here really quick?
That's fine.
Can
Can you grab?
someone get whiteboards? 4 whiteboards, 4 markers.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I'll take these. Sorry, some of y'all kind of puffed cute, but
It was cute. It worked.
I try to make it come out as wasn't.
You tried. That was cute. That was cute.
I think Party Poppers next.
They were so expensive. Since there has been at least one banish another player, you guys can have a little bit of time to discuss, but then you will have to decide who you're voting for. You're open for. Does anyone want to talk?
All right.
Okay, you guys can go ahead and vote. We'll go and just start down the line. So, Sherry, you were first.
So sorry. I feel like you had a story coming in, and if it's an original, I just feel like that was such a good story and so convenient. And I just, if there's one left, just. It's okay, babe.
Love you to death. You're a great guy. I've enjoyed our time this weekend. as much as I want to believe you, there's part of me that is unsure.
And I can't believe this will be correct. I know I'm wrong, but I just don't feel it. Because I told the guy I'd vote with
Well,
him.
then I don't feel bad at all.
I told him I'd vote with him.
Jalen? Lance?
And for me, I literally can't go into anything with uncertainties. I really value our rebuild of our relationship, but I would kick myself more, get into the end, and knowing I've been bamboozled by your sweet talking. I know everything we had was genuine, but I think right now, for the game, I have to vote you, Pete.
It's okay.
All right. Pete, you have been banished.
You cannot say your role at this point. You can
I'm
say
not going
thoughts
to.
about the game, but nothing that alludes to your role.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm really proud of the game I played. I think I played an honest game. I kept my word to you two guys, and that's what I can hold my head up. I feel great. I feel I had a great time, and thanks for letting me play. I couldn't be more honored to be standing here with the three of you, and whoever walks away with the cash, good luck. I hope it's split and not a one-way, but I'm out of that decision.
Pete, so you've just been banished,
Mhm.
3-1.
Yep.
What is your thoughts?
Can I say what I am now for the camera? Of course, obviously I'm a faithful. I played a faithful game. I had a great time. What that tells me was one of the boys is the assassin. I don't believe it's Sherry, but I did tell the boys I would vote with them, and so I kept my word. I've got my head held high. I played an honest game, and as a faithful, it got close, but it's going to be fun to watch. I do hope
Right.
that they
If you think it's one of the boys, who do you think it is?
Lance.
You do? All right. Do you want to know now?
Yes.
It is Jalen, and he was a recruit.
That's great. That's great. I'm proud for him. I'm very proud for him.
Alrighty, for the final time, we will now decide if anyone here has decided to banish another player. If everyone has decided to end the game, we will reveal our roles one by one and reveal if the faithfuls have accomplished their goal of getting every single assassin out of this house. So again, they're kind of weird ways, y'all know. Don't squeeze them. I'm gonna go ahead and say, who did I start with last time? You?
Started, yeah.
Alright, I'll have you go ahead and reveal what you decided to do.
Decided to end the game.
Lance has decided to end the game. Sherry, let's go to you.
I decided to end the game.
Sherry has also decided to end the game. And last but not least, if Jalen could reveal what he has decided to do. Jalen has decided to banish another player, which means you guys will have to vote out another player before we get to revealing roles. I will give you guys a few minutes to have discussion if you would like.
I just more of a don't want to go without a shadow of a doubt.
Without a shadow of a doubt, and I could end the game there, but
You gotta be counting me then. Because I know you guys are insane. I'm 1,000,000% a faithful.
and I really think it's Pete.
I don't think I've done one thing in this game, especially with you.
I know.
But there's nothing I can say. And it's fine. It's a game. You know, I'm happy with where getting here. So, but I'm 1,000,000% faithful. I couldn't do it, as you can tell through every cry that I could not be in. And I wanted to, and I'm glad I wasn't, because I don't think I could do it. It's not me.
Do you think it's me? After everything we did in this game, it's your decision. You know, you chose to continue the game, so you had a gut instinct about something. So, trust your gut. Sure.
All right, let's vote.
Let's. You're done. All right, let's start with Sherry.
I just went for you because I knew you were gonna put me, so I didn't get that vibe, but I just really hope.
I'm so sorry, Sherry. And for me, I really don't think that you are an assassin. But being that we have to continue the game, a vote has to be said. That's why I did my initial vote, because I was kind of willing to risk it, hoping that you weren't. But since we have to, Sherry, I did vote you as well.
All right, Sherry, you're not able to share your role, obviously, but if you have a few words you'd like to say, we'd love to hear them.
It was a great time, and I'm totally happy I came this far. It was a blast playing with you guys, and I'm, that's it. Like, it's just been a great time, and I'm happy. Okay. And I'm nothing is the game, right? I just cry about everything, so I'm good. So they just,
Hold on. Okay.
So Lance and Jalen just banished me on the second round of the final round. I'm super proud of myself out of 20 people for getting final 3. I really did have suspicions around Pete being a traitor just because he said so many times why he would never be one, and I didn't ask that question. But I do also feel like, unless maybe they just wanted to split the money, which I wasn't going to take it anyway, like, there's nothing I've done to either of them. Jalen and I have been talking every round, same page. More so with him than Lance, but, like, I don't understand it, because I think they know. Like, and I think I think it's Pete, and if it's not Pete, then I think they're working together, and, somehow. I don't know.
So your final guess is Pete?
Yeah, I still think it was...
I'm going to reveal it to you. I just
Okay.
want to know what your final...
It would have been a minute ago. I'm going to stick with Pete.
Okay. So the assassin that was in the finale was a recruit, and it is Jalen.
Do you know, like, after the Frank vote, I was sitting up in that damn room with my mask on, and I was like, what am I missing? And I kept thinking, every round he comes up to me and he goes, we're 100% in line. You're the only person. But he did that the whole game. So it crossed my mind. I didn't think it was Lance. Crossed my mind for a second. But then there were so many other people on Pete. And Pete's a great player. And I thought, oh my God. So first, oh God. Now I feel terrible. Shit. I mean, great game. Really good game is what I'll say, but wow. That was a fleeting thought, but not one that stuck.
Congratulations on making it to this point in the game. Seriously, really impressive game, so that is awesome. We are going to get into revealing the roles now, though, and we will start with Lance.
Alright, coming into this game, I was a little nervous, especially once cast was revealed. It was some people in the game that I wasn't sure about our relationship and how they would take me in this game, and if they wanted to, like, work with me. I really, really, really wanted a particular role coming into this game, and if people really think about demeanor, my demeanor changed when I didn't get the role I wanted. But once I really got into the headspace of the role I got, I maneuvered, shaped, and realized shake it off and just make the best of that game. And I feel that I was faithful through and through and played a very loyalist, faithful game for my faithfuls, and that's why I'm revealing that I am a faithful, and it would be iconic to win this game with my best friend.
All right. Coming in this game, you know, there's faces I've seen, faces I didn't know. I'm coming with my best friend into a game, and no shade, I wanted to go down there and see Assassin around that paper so bad. And, you know, throughout this game, we knocked out a lot of Assassins together, and thinking you know an Assassin and getting it right, and then being eliminated and finding out you're right was like one of the greatest feelings in a live game ever. My role is, I was the recruited assassin.
With that being said, congratulations, Jalen.
I do want to say, like, I came into this game wanting to be an assassin and loved playing as a faithful, and I'm ending this game as an assassin wishing I was a faithful. And I won, but I feel like I lost.
I know how you feel. I'm you, Mitch. You did. And my inkling was there, but Frank's words messed up. Frank's words messed up.
That was the
because it was
that was the play of the game.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Yeah. So you too. Baby. Love ya.
Played it great. Sorry.
No. I did good too. Me too. Yeah. Kind of hard. Like.
Everybody.
Yeah. I don't know what I was going to play that. Because y'all know I did not want to be no big